Yeah, so as usual, there was a little pressure on Gerrard to come in and deliver. And not to my surprise, he actually delivered. Now, though they lost to possession, their possession was actually 73% to 63%. But we could see the zeal of the Aston Villa team. We saw the shots, the 9 shots in a game, which is actually is quite surprising. This Gerrard came and gave these guys the edge that, guys, I'm here. I'm Gerrard. The world knows me. You have seen what I've done at Celtic. If we believe in ourselves, we can actually go for a win. And this is not just any win. This is a win against Brighton, a team with very good character. These guys won by 2-0, which I think Gerrard is on the right path, and I'm hoping to see him more.
Steven Gerrard, the Liverpool legend. Steven Gerrard has been phenomenal over the years. And when he went to Rangers, he performed very, very well by giving them their trophy for a very long time. And now he's back in Aston Villa. We were expecting him to struggle a bit because the Premier League is a bit difficult than the other leagues. And he proved his word. He proved that he can be the world-class coach that he wants to be in Villa Park. The performance between Brighton was phenomenal. And the last time they played against Brighton, it was a 1-1 draw. So for him and his players to put up such an outstanding performance, 2-0, it was surprising because none of us expected that. That means the players are ready to play with him. The players are ready to adapt with any formation that he is going to give. And the players are also willing to play for Steven Gerrard as a coach. And that is really good. And I think there's a bright future ahead of Aston Villa and Steven Gerrard's coaching career as a whole.
One thing I've noticed is anytime a team gets a new coach, the players must have a different mentality, different thoughts of sometimes maintaining their position and a sort of that. So as Dean Smith and his boys going in to win 2-1 against Southampton is a huge plus for Dean Smith. No one thought Southampton was going to lose to a team like Norwich, which has been performing very, very poorly of late. And Dean Smith has done well for winning, like for leading Norwich to get their second win in the Premier League. So let's see what happens. It's too early to say maybe he might prevent them from going for relegation, but we wish him all the best in the Premier League.
In fact, it was surprising, But there's a saying that one man's meat is another man's poison. So I don't know what they saw in Dean Smith, but he delivered. They wanted a win, and he did. And you could see that the likes of Pukki got a goal, which was good. This guy was someone who was taken to be a top-notch striker, which actually involved him. But for the past games, he has not been able to supply any passes towards him. But to get Pukki involved always gives them a high chance of winning. So I think his first game, he's doing well. Kudos to him.
Okay, for Newcastle, it wasn't easy at the St. James Park. A 3-3 draw is not easy. That means the game was really tough. But for the signing of new players, I think it's going to take some time because now we know that definitely there will be a big coach coming to Newcastle. There will be a big coach coming to Newcastle. If not soon, maybe later. And if you are to start buying players right now, maybe the big coach who will be coming wouldn't like that players. So what I would think or what I would suggest for them is for them to take their time, and definitely at least they have good players who are playing right now. And when they appoint a bigger coach, then that coach can tell them the kind of players that they want, that he wants to build Newcastle with. Okay, fine. The transfer window can open in January, but if they are to just spend money buying players who can't be fit in the team, I don't think it's going to help the team progress. And that same players must fit the style of player of the coach. So all those things must be put into consideration before buying players. For players, we know there are a lot of players that the board want to buy, the likes of Coutinho, even Hazard and the others. But I think they will first take their time. Then, if they get a better coach, of which I know definitely they will try and get one of the top coaches in the world, then they can start from there in building a phenomenal team to help them maybe in the future even qualify for Champions League.
Okay. Currently, in fact, the team is actually not going to be based on the Saint Maxima anymore. It's actually going to be based on a lot of influence. It's just like how this Arab money took over Man City, the likes of PSG. We saw that their build-up was slow, but as time went on, as Paul mentioned, they got in big players and they started winning trophies. So the same thing is going to apply to Newcastle. Right now, what they have to do is just make sure you don't go for relegation and still stay in the Premier League. But next season, they are going to buy.
A lot of goals came into the match as it ended draw 3-3. Newcastle is still looking forward to get their first win in the Premier League. So it hasn't been easy on them. And Newcastle getting a new coach and also a new owners as well is good for them. But in building up the team, it's going to take them time. It's going to take them time. It's a process. It's a process. The results won't come immediately, but definitely they might reach their destination.